Welcome back to Fraz in the kitchen, and today we're going to look at these bad boys. We're going to cook these guys, lamb shanks. Now these are off a lamb that we had in the field there, which we do butcher our lambs and eat them. I've chopped the knob end off, as you can see there, just because we can't really get much meat out of that bit, just to shorten them. Well, all I'm going to do is it's a very, very simple dish, this one. It takes lamb, a little bit of onion and garlic, some red wine, and lots of thyme. So thyme, I'm talking about not thyme out the garden, but thyme. This is going to want 3, 4, maybe 5 hours. So we're just going to brown off, seal off the outside of the lamb shank to start with. I'm just going to brown those too. If I turn them over, you can see we're getting a nice bit of colour just coming on the sides of them now. Just in a bit of ordinary oil, that's all. Don't want to stick to the bottom of the dish. While that's just browning, all we need in this dish is half an onion, lots of garlic, so we have half an onion, 3 cloves of garlic, some veal stock cube, and some wine. I'm using a Rioja wine from the Rioja region, just down about 4 hours from here, down into Spain. A very nice wine, this Band Azul. We drink it regularly here. It comes into us at about 3.84 euros a bottle, which in the UK is probably double that. So all we're doing is going in with the red wine. About just over half a bottle in there. Quartering the onion. Garlic cloves whole. Stock cube whole. That done. Now what that will take is 3 to 4 hours, but we're not going to cook it in the oven because it's quite expensive to run the oven for that length of time, and I don't own niceties like slow cookers would have you. My slow cooker is actually a little bit more of a useful gadget than that, and we'll go and use it now. So here we go. This is my slow cooker. It's called the log burner. Log burner's been lit an hour or two. I almost forgot, we do need a little bit of salt in this, although we get some salt from the stock cube. I need a little bit of sugar. If you remember, I mentioned in one of our other episodes that when I cook with red wine particularly, it needs a bit of sugar just to take the bitterness out of the red wine. And the only thing that this needs, if it is cooking a little bit too fast, if the log burner is a little bit too hot, what we do is we take coins. 1 cent piece in there. To stick that underneath, and that just takes the maximum heat out from the bottom, allows a little bit of air underneath it. So that'll now go on cooking on there. We'll see you later. That'll go on cooking. I'll maybe stir it once or twice. That'll go on cooking now, probably 3 to 4 hours, and then we'll come back and see how it is. So we're going out for the day. I'm going to leave that there on the log burner, cooking away slowly. Look at these bad boys. Oh, look at those. It's beautiful. That's had about an hour and a half. So that's got plenty of time to go yet. That'll be so tender and so yummy. As you can see, these guys now are getting towards done. I'm going to lift them out now and leave the sauce on there just to cook a few carrots in the sauce. Look at those bad boys. Beautiful. So just going to chop a few carrots and a few mushrooms and put back in this sauce and put it back on the log burner. I'm going to put the lamb shanks in the oven just on low, just to dry them off a little, just to burn off a little bit of that excess fat. Also putting in a little bit of good old Lee & Perrins Worcester sauce, and a little bit of soy's gone in there as well. So you can see that's going to go back on the log burner. This is just bubbling away now. Look at that sauce cooking right down there. The flavour in that sauce coming from the lamb. And I have put a little bit of gravy browning in there as well, just to thicken it up there, but it's going to be so good. Now, it's actually nearly 5 hours since this went on. There's our sauce going on there. I'm going to take it away and plate it up. And finally, and it's been a much longer time than we expected because we've been watching a game of rugby that went into extra time. A fantastic game of rugby, and that's our passion in this house. Rugby, eating, and possibly drinking. So here we have the potatoes, which I actually included a bit of Parmesan cheese into. So we're going to just plate this up now. We're going to go with our lovely sauce. Now we've got a few vegetables in there as well, some carrots, some lovely onion and garlic that was in there earlier. And finally, these guys have been cooking for a long time now, so we're going to know that they're going to be so juicy. We're just going to stick that one straight at the top of the mash. Same with this one. How about that? That is very slow cooked lamb shank with some lovely red wine jus. Been cooked on the log burner for 6 hours while we've been watching rugby.
No.
Not for you, I guess.